What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Juice Wayne, and yes, I totally did not do a video for the trailer breakdown of the upcoming episode that comes out this week. Apologies, but hey, look, a Jeremiah video for you. That is right, you guys tagged me on Twitter showing me these Jeremiah photos of him in a Zorro costume. And I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on this because people, of course, since it is Jeremiah, since it is the Joker, everybody is freaking out about it. So let's go ahead and break down the photos real quick, which are basically all the same thing. They're all from the same scene. But right here, we have one photo of Jeremiah in full-blown Zorro costume. It looks like he's in a studio, or he's just obviously set up a little set so he could just, you know, play the part of Zorro in Mexico or wherever they're trying to set this. But there's a little bit of sand on the ground. Of course, he's in his costume. And we see in the background, it is like an old school Spanish style house. This next photo is my favorite because, man, it looks so stylized. He has a sword in the air, the cape is moving, and it just looks like he's doing like a salsa dance with his sword. And it just looks really awesome in my opinion. But again, it is the fake backdrop. He has some props in the background, which is pretty cool. Again, we see some sand on the ground, and he's just, you know, acting like Zorro. Finally, he's doing his victory pose, or, you know, just the end of the thing is what we can assume this is going to be the end. And he's like, "Wacha!" And yeah, we just see more of the props, the studio. There's some kind of like thing hanging down. Maybe he dropped something, or, you know, that was the finale, maybe he cut it, something fell. I don't really know. It could just be a random thing of string. But yeah, this is just, again, another freaking Jeremiah photo in his Zorro costume. Now, those are basically the three photos came out. This video isn't going to be super long, but I do want to talk about this because people are freaking out because they're like, oh my god, Joker is so crazy, Jeremiah is so crazy that he is going to make Bruce relive his childhood, because if you don't know, freaking Bruce went to go see Zorro the night his parents were killed. Sorry if that voice annoyed you, it's just the voice I use when I see these kind of comments on the internet all the time. So before you go off praising Gotham for being the most original thing ever, you might want to slow your roll, because the idea of Zorro in Batman, or Zorro playing a big part of the Batman mythos, is no freaking surprise. I mean, this has been through the comics a million times. People have always thrown in little hints of Zorro in there. A lot of people say Batman is inspired from people like Zorro and, you know, freaking the Shadow from old school noir comic books. So people have played in this sandbox of bringing Zorro into the Batman world many, many times before. But these photos are kind of cool, and we do know from the final episode, or I should say the last episode that we saw, that Jeremiah finally got to this doctor that looks like he's gonna have identical replicas of Bruce Wayne's parents, and he's gonna make him relive the death of them again, and then he's probably gonna have a lot of reminders throughout the rest of the season where he's just all like, look, remember when your parents died? Remember when you went to go watch this movie? And he's probably gonna do a whole bunch of things to make Bruce relive that night that he hates so much. Now, although Jeremiah being in this Zorro outfit is kind of cool and kind of crazy, the more interesting thing and more crazy aspect of all of this, in my opinion, is that if you're a reader of the comic books, if you are currently reading detective comic books right now, not issue 996, but if you read 995, there was this exact storyline happening right now. Actually, this storyline started in 994, but the crazy thing is there is a supervillain who I think is actually Arkham Knight that is causing Bruce to relive all of this horrible stuff that his parents are going through. I think it's just, it's crazy coincidental, I don't know if I said that word right, coincidental that these freaking comic books and TV show are doing the same storyline at the exact same time. Now, comic books and stuff like this are planned way in advance because they got to plan around a whole bunch of other events, so it is very possible that this was created first and they are just starting to come out at the same time. But in Batman Detective Comics 995, at the end of the episode, somebody dressed up as Zorro ends up stabbing Alfred, and Bruce has to like rush him into surgery, which is really crazy. In the previous issue of 994, somebody recreated Bruce and Martha Wayne exactly like they were the night they died and left them in a tank floating of water, which was really crazy. And at the end of that comic book, he attacked the one person that was there for Bruce that night, which was Leslie Tompkins. Leslie was there for Bruce, trying to bring him back from just this crazy traumatic moment that happened in his life. So somebody currently right now in the Batman comics is trying to make Bruce relive every crazy thing that happened in his childhood and that happened on the night his parents died. So what I'm getting at, although these photos are amazing of Jeremiah in the Zorro costume, I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys go pick up the comic books right now, because this storyline is playing out in continuity in the Batman comic books, and I guarantee you the build-up in the comic book is going to be way better than what you're seeing take place on the Gotham TV show. They might both be great, but definitely if you have not read comic books, and if you're liking this storyline from Gotham, I guarantee you you're going to like the issues that are coming out right now from DC Comics Batman Detective series. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I got for you. This is a very short video. I just wanted to show you guys these photos if you have not seen it. I wanted to connect some dots for you that this whole, Zorro thing has not been a secret or unused in the Batman universe. And of course, I wanted to just shine some light on the current story that's happening in Detective Comics right now, because I think it's really awesome. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't checked out any of my other previous content, definitely check it out right there. My latest video was a new series on this channel called Batman News Weekly, where I gather a lot of the Batman news that happened during the week and make a video about it. I have not done the second one yet because Batman news wasn't very, spread out. I don't know why I said spread out, but prominent in the last week. And plus, I was working on a whole bunch of other stuff. But I will be getting one out the moment I think there's a lot of news that I could be talking about. So, of course, you gotta hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of that Bat-tastic content. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Juicebox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. Have I made a daily dose of juice? See you guys next time.